We've made some questionable choices. We have almost 500 sins. I feel like this is where we belong with all the choices that we've made so far. We have our demon guide. We sins. We have our demon guide.
What a beautiful place hell is.
And chaos runs supreme.
Don't you agree, my lady?
My heavens.
Yes, you won't get bored here, it's true. What an experience.
See?
I think one can fall in love with hell.
See? She totally belongs here.
I'm not sure about all these screams.
Even though they are devoid of heavenly grace, they found a shelter here in hell. And they are tormented most cruelly here, since we're in the domain of death herself.
Yeah.
Shorts torture murderers, traitors, infidels,
And rebel.
other rebel here.
Wouldn't you be interested to know if you were rabble in hell?
Who knows? Hell works in mysterious ways. I know one thing. The abyss will lead you to your goal.
Tell me how hell works.
I could explain it to you for ages, my lady, and still not tell you even a fraction of the whole truth. I know a lot being a spirit, but your mind simply cannot grasp this knowledge. Hell changes every moment.
My little brain. My little brain cannot grasp it.
The torment of sinners devoid of forgiveness. Some demons heavenly delight in torture. For others, souls are just a form of currency.
Okay.
Why are there some shorts here and others on Earth?
So we're slaves. That's what you're saying.
Some are sent to Earth as a reward, while others go to the same place but to Caldones as a punishment.
So some just get to like wander around the earth causing havoc, and some have to be tied to a Khuldoon.
Some have their domain in hell, while others have theirs in the mortal world. We demons believe that world of man drowned in its sins long ago. As such, in essence, it is already ours.
I'm very presumptuous, really.
Tell me about the abyss.
Hell is darkness. Hell is chaos. Hell appears as it wills itself, and doesn't have a firm structure.
At least my brain can, absorb that.
Funnel with throne at its top. Some see it as circles or stamps floating in an endless darkness. Still, others see it as a series of endless caves burning with furious flame. But there is always someone with enough will to harness this power.
Big or small?
Small.
The tall house of murder is ruled by death herself?
Who else but her? Death knows the guilty better than anyone, since she's present wherever sin is committed.
Well, I've committed a lot of those, so I guess she's very familiar with me.
Death is a strange creature. Today her victims are old ones. Tomorrow, everyone. Or only the sick or the young. So it is not my place to guess at your whims about you. A living sorceress.
All right.
Will this road lead us to death?
Correct. With it, we will get to her temple.
There's a
She's
temple.
the only one who can open the way further.
Let's not tarry.
I shall obey, my lady. Be strong. You are but steps away from your goal.
You just told us that the last time? My, my.
Mistress! Yes, you! Come to our cauldron.
Don't you forget, Chort, that I'm still alive.
No, not in the cauldron, but to the cauldron. This feeble-minded spirit invites you for a small excursion into his domain. I believe he wants to demonstrate to you all his skill in the devilish arts of torture. Yes, this demon speaks truly. Well-versed he is. Here, let me toss you a coin. We'll be waiting for you.
Please help me, good woman. Don't refuse. Here is a bit of gold for you. Everyone says that you are a witch with knowledge. I'm taking an exam at a short academy and have trouble with one question. What do you Khaldoons give away before passing into hell?
What do Khaldoons give away before dying? They give their Chorts away with their book. Or just with a touch. It happens in different ways.
Oh, right. Thank you. I will be all right now.
Impenetrable gloom fills this region of hell, but it is often torn by a stray bolt of merciless fire. You hear savage howls and the thumping of thousands of demonic feet ahead of you. In the deep, thorny pits, demons are drilling their kin. In vain, they try to march in lines that will soon fall apart with such howls that your head is filled with tormenting pain. One of the would-be generals notices you and decides to test the skill of his subordinates, ordering a full-on attack.
I had to eat a protein bar. I completely forgot to have a snack and have lunch before my day. So, and I have to do math because these ones, the 14 to all enemies, counts 3 times. Or it counts twice because there's 2 enemies, so the total damage is 94, but that doesn't mean that this guy is getting 94. So, I have to count. 8, 16, 24, 31, 45, 57, 7 and 8 is 65, and then 4. Excellent. So this guy can actually get this. Wait, I thought there was a... Oh, that was the well-versed one. Kiki. All enemies and then a 4. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just do this. It's gonna hurt. Hi, Kara. How's it going? I was just watching Hells before I started my own stream for the day. Did you like my TFT? I did make a Mage Aurelion Soul. I was very happy with myself. Well, this guy's dead. It's gonna be overkill, but he's gonna be dead too. Suppress all.
Well, it isn't moving.
Next attack deals 1, reduces when taking. Okay, let's just pick that one then. Interesting comp, I know, right? I wanted to do the Mirage Dragon because the Mirage Dragon, the Mirage was attack speed every time. So I wasn't even thinking of doing the Jade Dragon. I wanted to do Mirage, Shadow, and Aurelion Soul. But I got the Jade Dragon, and I kept getting Jade Dragon. And it took forever for me to get the Mirage Dragon. I actually had the Shimmer Scale Dragon up there for a while because I couldn't get Aurelion Soul. But it worked out in the end. I've never done the Dragon Horde before. I'm good. I'm good. It's hot here today, so all the puppies are melting. The cat is melting. Everyone's melting. How about you?
A winding path leads you to a huge grotto. Its walls and floor are dotted with pits, nooks, and crannies, all filled with cauldrons, boilers, and iron mechanisms where chorts are torturing souls of the screaming unfortunates. The terrible suffering of the sinners is so cruel that you involuntarily take several steps back. The familiar devil awaits. He bows and invites you for a little tour of his domain.
Creepy.
Here you find every horror imaginable. Your guide relishes in the details of each torture while showing them to you. Here he adds some oil. There he turns the spit. There he tightens the bolts on another of these disgusting mechanisms. He offers you to lend him a hand in this demonic art.
Hell is a place of eternal suffering. Sinners are doomed to suffer for all eternity by fire, tar, and in rare cases, water. They are beaten with red-hot rods, eaten by snakes and worms, and hanged on hooks by their ribs or tongues. They are forced to lick red-hot pans and suffer from thirst, hunger, and molten sulfur dripping on their heads. The tortures in hell are paused on Annunciation and to Easter from Ascension Day. After Judgment Day, it is believed that the aforementioned punishments will be inflicted onto fiends and demons as well, and some of the sinners will receive their long-awaited deliverance. I'm not gonna torture sinners. Your sleep schedule's kind of messed up. I noticed.
You shudder at the thought of torture and quickly return to the trail.
I noticed a little bit. But that's okay. As long as you're still getting all the stuff that you need done, it doesn't matter how long you sleep or when you sleep. As long as life is still turning.
Slender rows of these buildings stretch all the way to a horizon.
New default. Yeah, that's basically what it feels like sometimes, yeah.
Devils drive sinners from one barrack to another, and their hellish dogs torment the lingering unfortunates, killing their victims again and again. A group of chorts approaches you orderly, as though being a military squad. They are dressed in scraps of filthy uniforms and are marching awkwardly across the ground, drenched in the blood of hapless sinners.
10 hut.
Good day, Mistress Prince Citri. You've come here on inspection, I presume.
No.
I see that you found
Maybe him, but not me.
progressive means of bringing your ideas to life.
What's going on here?
We're preparing for the 20th century.
Shorts are getting more and more discriminated when we talk about murder. You see,
There's less and less violence in the world. Really?
And this is why we've come up with the new ways of tormenting mortals. We're getting ready to train our agents.
Looks like some kind of a horrible labor camp.
Yes, ma'am. In these very camps, we intend to torment millions of souls.
Have you come up with a name already?
Yes, sir. Death camps.
I may be too blunt. How about labor camps?
As your Royal Highness commands.
You won't see such expanses of the abyss while traveling with ignorant guides like St. Nicholas, don't you think?
Okay. Okay. Enjoy your shower. You can listen while I traverse through hell. Okay, so Nicholas the Guide. This was told to me by the woman who had slept for 7 days and nights. I was led by an old man, and only later guessed that it was Nicholas the Guide. He showed me how the sinners suffer. On one side were women who vomited everything put into their mouths, witches who had stolen milk. On the other side was a woman kneeling at bloody dough, her hands spotted with sores. She had performed abortions. Nearby, a young girl was being drained of her blood by snakes. She had refused to breastfeed her own children. There were also huge cauldrons filled with people being boiled but not dying. These were coldoons. There was one for men, and next to it one for women. I also saw a woman sitting next to a large jar, stirring it with a whisk. In her life, she had diluted milk with water to make more money, and now she had to set milk and water apart. My heavens.
And then
I haven't heard that there are fewer murders in the world of man.
I haven't heard that either, really.
True, man. This is the very reason that my colleagues are working on creating new ways to cause evil.
Oh, you should listen about all the wars that these clever shorts have planned.
Not bad. It is good that you're thinking everything through ahead of time.
Tell you, sir, man.
Everything in its own good time. We're in a hurry now.
Agents that you talk about, these are the chorts that tempt people?
Yes,
and
ma'am. There are several agents types. Corporal of the left shoulder, he sits on the left shoulder. Type
Well,
2,
that makes sense.
Fire Colonel, flies about as a fairy ball. Type 3, Ladder Major, he puts on the skin of a corpse
Creepy.
and walks among men.
Creepy.
You will tire our magnificent guest.
Some of the recruits in these pits will one day become such an officer.
Some will mingle with men, maybe even lead them.
Quite interesting.
I've heard that a most peculiar mustache will become fashionable.
Oh, I think they're hinting at something. As for you,
As for you, I don't think that you need to kill so many men and devise such camps.
Why is that, ma'am?
How can I convince this Herod spawn that he should not create such chambers of torture? Don't you think that all these victims become holy martyrs?
No, we haven't thought of that.
What a wise remark.
I should work harder.
Your guide nods to the chorts standing nearby, and they drag their screeching leader to one of the barracks.
After you, my mistress. We should be on our way.
I wonder why he was assigned to me as a guide. Ooh, a forgotten palace. Achievement unlocked. Traveler.
You approach a magnificent palace with a facade decorated only by shards of broken glass. Its flames fade, give way to a dry wind that is driving dust across the withered remains of its former glory. The despondent building is still and silent.
Ah, the Forgotten Palace. The carbuncle of former glory.
Did you live in this castle?
The demons did. And we lost everything in the blink of an eye. Everything could be different. Do you think that our Lord invented this so-called hell? I'm sure that he would not.
So it wasn't you who decided to torture the sinners.
Nonsense. Who needs these wretches? No, we demons are the same prisoners in this kingdom of darkness as any other man. Times are changing, and so must we. I am positive that you would agree with me as well.
Since he said so, then so be it.
Oh, but you are still blind. Don't you have your own opinion? Don't you want to do things your own way? There is still much for you to learn. You might be able to see the truth of my words yet.
The trail winds along the bank of the flaming lake. The gloom parts before a strong heat, reeking of sulfur and filled with the unyielding screams of helpless sinners. When you adjust to the blank light, you are able to discern the orderly rows of demons that pass along the souls to each other. Every Chort has his own dreadful task: cut, twist, or do other things better left unsaid.
Look closely, my mistress. Another innovation of death herself.
Perpetual torture.
So many demons per word. I'm impressed.
Each demon has
I like how
his
she's
own
impressed.
role, which he performs over and over again. Thus, each sinner is tortured by death with every way possible, and with proper diligence, not missing an inch. In the old days, we had to invent a special way of torture for each sinner.
Simple
Now,
torture.
everything
How nice.
is much simpler.
Living the dream, right? A woman woke up after a long sleep and recounted her dream. It was hell itself. To the left of me was a woman standing over a moat, tar dripping off of her. I don't need to read all the different ways. Really? Maybe I need it in the future. It was hell itself. To the left of me was a woman standing over a moat, tar dripping off of her. At any minute she might have fallen into the moat. Next I saw a lake of fire and a man standing there. 2 beehives hung in the air, hitting him over the ears. The man had stolen bees during his life. I crossed the lake and started along a sandy seashore. All along the shore, human heads emerged and cried, "Praised be the Lord!" I finally got to the gates and lay down to rest, but death itself appeared. There were only 4 teeth left in her skull, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, and a headscarf around her bony cheeks. I began to cry, begging her to let me go, and she did. I got up and walked the paths of hell. I saw young girls who had been unfaithful, and a young lad holding up a falling haystack. There were many other souls who remained silent. I couldn't ask them why they were being punished. I recalled 2 girls who were giving each other their milk and pouring it in a bottomless barrel. There were also women carrying stones. Finally, someone showed me the way home, and I returned to this world.
It is said that the cauldrons will also receive similar treatment. You have no idea how hard it was to organize these lesser imps to perform their duties properly.
Not a bad idea.
So, shall we continue?
She's so, appreciative of hell. She's like, "Oh, this was great. Oh, it's such a good job. Oh, you guys are innovative." Dude, it's hell. What are you doing? Into the chasm. Into the chasm.
One more step, and a hateful, gaping portal reveals itself.
How can a gaping portal be hateful?
Death itself, if the words of Citri are to be believed. Each footfall fills you with dread, and only the thoughts of proximity to your goal give you the strength to move forward. You descend lower and lower down the winding stairs, sensing the evil will of a creature devoid of life and earthly desires. A quiet spirit lives here, one waiting for its moment. Death itself is sitting on its throne, the enemy of humankind. Quiet rattling and the stench of decay are the unyielding allies of every spirit's word.
Ooh, look at death. What happened to the beautiful demon man who initiated me and said that we'd see each other again?
I've been waiting for you, Citri, and you, Vasilisa. I was expecting you to be much earlier.
Greetings to you.
Weeks and weeks I was on your heels, and yet you slipped away. But I am patient. Soon, very soon, you will be mine, and then... Look at these instruments. Oh, what a marvelous torture that will be. My demons will work on your body and soul when I'm done.
You'll never get me. Neither you, neither your Chorts.
Few are those who have avoided my embrace. You think your book can aid you?
Yeah, maybe.
Death has a creaky laugh, like the scratching of nails.
Creaky
off
laugh.
a lid.
Why do you take people away? Leave us alone. Your work brings nothing but misery.
What a clever witch. He wants to help humanity. But it is not my place to aid you in this matter. It is not I who made this world a
She's just doing her job, lady.
who
I think it meant to people just doing their job.
You want to change the way things are. Be careful what you wish for, then.
You're demons. I've never seen anything like that.
It's merely my
See?
job.
What did I say?
I am the mistress of another tall house at the moment, and I'm very diligent. Everything you've seen. Don't even think of telling this to anyone.
Why? Seems a little silly. A father fell asleep and slept for 3 days and 3 nights. On the third day he awoke. I have a headache. His wife and 3 sons were dead, but in his dream he said they took him by the hand and showed him and told him things he was forgetting to speak about. He saw there, in the other world, men, women, and children, all by themselves. One old lady slept for 7 days. She woke up and said, "Don't soak a broom in filthy water. It's a sin." She said this and then died. Okay.
You know how I love surprises.
I can ask the book for eternal life.
For a long, long time, this ancient artifact was absent from these halls. But you are not the first to wield it. Few Khaldun's awaited my embrace. You won't be among them either.
You know, if she does wish for eternal life, she'll never have to like pass her chorts on to anyone else.
Maybe we will have a closer meeting soon, but not today. I will face your ordeal.
So bold. You are strong, Khaldun, but you won't escape my clasp. If you don't pass my toll, your soul will be mine.
Open the scroll.
Oh, how many charts you've slain. At least so you think.
Yeah, we've just, banished them for a while, right?
But this is not your sin. Fyodor, your old friend. He has sins of his own, but they are none of my concern. You could have brought him to ruin, but you offered a helping hand.
I did.
And your new friend, Petska, so small. You people think that age is important, don't you? You could have left, but you saved him.
I did.
Your teacher, your mentor. He has betrayed you.
Yep.
And killed him. I've seen it myself from behind.
Well, he betrayed me. He killed my fiance.
Kolik, the sorcerer, Alexander.
I killed him.
Could have killed you, but he saved you. You murdered him.
I did. I didn't like him.
See that you are fond of my craft yourself. This can be arranged. You will have an eternity to learn.
Oh, game over. Okay. So I guess we don't pass the test. So we shouldn't ask her to go through the toll.
One more step, and a hateful, gaping portal revealed. You descend lower, and death itself.
I've been but
You'll
Okay. So
Death has
Yep.
a creaky laugh.
death
you want
and shorts
you know how
and the book
you
and
have
enough.
a closer meeting soon, but not today.
Nope.
Maybe we will
I
have a
guess
closer
I
meeting
guess
soon,
we have to
but
attack
not
because
today.
I do not pass the toll.
Either let me pass or face the power of my Zagavars.
so brave. Weren't you terrified?
I was never terrified of you. I don't know what you're talking about.
But I love a good struggle.
ethereal. Okay. All attacks miss this creature. What? All attacks miss the creature. I'm almost dead. And she's gonna hit me for 9 times 5. What the heckity heck heck? Can I... I'm gonna replenish. Because that's gonna hurt. I'm going to do that too. Because why not? Can I put waste on her? Five on the enemy. Increase my Zagavers. Increase my keys. Yes, waste. Okay. Let's see. Missed. 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 How do I... honestly not quite sure. I just have to wait? All attacks miss this creature. Duration 999 turns. It's eternal. It's unmovable. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Gonna replenish that 20 again. Because I have so little HP. Replenish 20. There we go. Bam. Like, do I need to rebind my... she's gonna hit me for 105. Well, this is over. Shush. Shush, shush, shush. Okay, I actually need to Google this because I'm not quite sure. Nala. Anyone find any help about how to defeat death? I'm not quite sure. Like, am I done the game? Am I just dead now? There has to be a way to kill her. I'm gonna defeat the last boss. I'm not defeating the last boss, I'm defeating the second last boss. Defeating... It's death, right? Like, it's... Yeah. Fight. Fight to death. Chords. I have to have all the chords on my ends so they can't, but then they're in my hands. Because I don't have any HP. This guy and this guy, and then we'll just try and maintain that. Cause like I'm really just, I can't hit her. All attacks miss. So do I just need to put waste on her and stay alive? Do I need to put vampirism on her, or like automatic damage, or? I just don't know. Does this go away? Some spikes on me. Will heal when she loses HP, which isn't very often, but we I don't know. Waste on me. I don't need that. Put a curse on the enemy, but my attack will miss, so that doesn't really do anything. And some regeneration. See, all my attacks miss. She's not shielding herself like Igor was. She's gonna smack the shit out of me. I don't know why I'm dying as well, because she's not... She isn't... puppy dog here. Okay, so we'll do waste. All enemies. Waste. That one's not in my book. Double waste. Spikes. Give shield for my herbs. Perishable. Waste restores health instead of dealing damage. Interesting. Okay. Sacrifice. I don't want sacrifice. I want waste.
He's
Swipe.
still.
Ailment. Damage equal to health lost in previous turn. I got those. Those are great. Well-versed prayer. Eternal pages. Well-versed waste. Do those. Double curse. Healing herbs. Restore for each herb. Oh, shoot. Is that what I put in here? The key. Double waste. Spikes. Eloquence. Heroism. That's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything. Gain defiance equal to health. Well-versed. Need that too much. Health is lost. Waste. Okay. Burning herbs. That's the one I wanted. I only have one of them. Any more ways? Refresh companion's ability. Can't do that. Fierce waste times 3. No more waste. Okay. So let's try this again. I don't know if this is the way to go. But we'll try again. We have to renew our HP and renew our HP. Because he's going to hit me for 50. We're just going to do this. Let's see if this works. Gonna have to consume like every single herb that I possibly have. She's gonna hit me for 88. It's gonna hit me for 88. She's gonna hit me for 88. It's the only way I can think to actually hurt her. That just misses. Just keep increasing the waste and not die? Damn it. Shit. Maybe for 25. It's gonna be well versed, so not too much, but I mean for 25. So 1, 2, 3. Keep that one just in case. 4. Okay. And boom. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, we can skip the battle. Oh, well. How nice. I spent 10 minutes trying to Google how to defeat death. And I find out that we can skip the battle. I don't understand why I keep dying, though, because there's no countdown, there's no nothing. So it's like I have 3 chances to just murder her? That it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, we're gonna skip the battle, because this just doesn't make sense. We defeated death. Congratulations, everyone. I don't get it.
You sense that your victory is fleeting, so you step inside the portal that has just emerged behind the throne of the Grim Reaper.
Let's go. Through the portal. I just changed my entire book for that nonsense.
So, here we are, our final resting station, my lady.
But I don't see the throne.
There is not much of a path left. After the Sinner's Forest, you will see the heart of the abyss.
Okay.
Hope that you've seen with your own eyes. Known as the home of fallen souls and wretched ghosts, is really...
It is like a salt factory. Work is in full swing. I've never seen anything like it.
But wait, my lady. As you might have guessed, we're not idling.
We're not.
We shall regain our former power yet. You'll see.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it is time for a farewell.
Why?
Of the trail. It was a great honor and even a bigger joy to guide you down these hellish roads.
Aw, well, thanks.
So, here we are.
But I don't see the...
There is not much. I hope that
It is...
But we shall Unfortunately, it was a great...
It told me to talk to him, and he said exactly the same thing he just said. That did not help. My father fell asleep and slept for 3 days and 3 nights. On the 3rd day, he awoke. I have a headache. His wife and 3 sons were dead. I already read that one. Okay. We have a skill, which means we can hold another item. Number of active slots for items is increased by 1. So we didn't get the 3rd one by the end. But that's okay. That's okay. We have more HP. We have regeneration, automatic regeneration. We have automatic vampirism. And we have a pike tooth. Immunity to waste. Immunity to curse. Herbs don't disappear after use. It's kind of handy. I don't have a familiar. Might be handy, especially if I'm gonna start using that burning herb thing again. I think I need to sort out my black book again because I completely changed it to try and defeat death. And I took out like a lot of my good stuff and put in just random wastes for no reason. I don't need those wastes. Don't need those wastes. Or those. Or that. Okay. Let's put some attack back. I still have 3 Omar rivers, 9 to all enemies. The instant waste, maybe. Bypassing the Zagavor, or that one's firm. I like the firm one better. You know, add something different to the book. Deals 18 if it's against an enemy with waste. Tremonska, do I have that one still? Tremonska key, I do. Okay. Spikes is always handy. Aspen, I got one of them. Not quite sure what's. Oh, bless. Rage is bless. No, let's change it up again. That, and then we'll put in the double waste. Just for funsies. Doing something different. Seven, 8, double curse. Every idle chort. Choose an effect. Well-versed waste. I took out those guys. And Ishikek, or I have one from the burning herbs. This is handy. Okay. We're at 426 sins. It's just happening. My chorts are not available in hell. That's nice. I don't actually have to deal with them. Handy. So, this forest looks like nothing I've ever seen. Hopefully I set up my book.
Beaten road is winding among the swaying trees. You hear whispers amidst the branches, and with a start, you realize that hell has grown a grove of sinful souls.
Creepy.
You quicken your pace, unable to withstand the mutterings filled with pain. The voices beg and demand, but their words are alien and incomprehensible.
Creepy. Is that Igor? That'd be funny. I was wondering if we'd see Igor down here. Oh, do I actually get to wander around and talk to the souls? Is there anything to actually do? There's no herbs to pick up. I like that it made me walk. What's going on? I have to walk through them again? If I get too close to them, will they kill me? I don't get to talk to anyone. I was gonna say, those look like birds. It's me. Where's Proshka when you need him? Oh, that's a big rock ahead. Oh. Hello. Oh. I really want to leave my circle. Seems like a silly thing to do. Kind of looks like a dinosaur. Are you a dinosaur, sir?
It's you!
Hey, it is. I just said when am I gonna meet
What about
the
wish,
dude?
Satan? I've broken all of the seals.
Of course, the legend tells of a wish, does it not?
It's the dude that initiated us into being a witch.
I presume you suspect some kind of a trick. But don't worry, my sorceress. Simply say your wish to make it come true. Go on, do it.
I
That's
already
it?
know my beloved isn't here. You made old Igor do all these evil things. It's all your fault. But I won't back down. Even before you, I want my betrothed to be with me. I want him to be alive. Alive with me beside him. Free from both the torment of hell and bliss of heaven.
I like your style, Vasilisa. Let me fulfill your wish. Your betrothed is beside you already. Your betrothed is the Tsar of Hell and ruler of the Abyss.
What?
I am your betrothed.
What?
What?
I didn't wish for that.
Those myths, legends, as fickle as sand on the shore of an endless ocean. I created the Black Book, Vasilisa.
I'm so
I
confused.
appear in the halls of the underworld.
So confused. Alright, let's read this. It is said that the Black Book was written by the serpent passing it along to Cain and Cain to Ham. When the flood began, he hid the book under a stone, and after the flood he took the book and passed it down to his son Can. So, the book was passed from father to son among the descendants of Ham. Neither would the waters of the cursed lake swallow it, nor could fire burn it. Then it came to Nebuchadnezzar, and for 42 centuries injustice plagued the land. Kingdoms rose and fell, and the book sank to the bottom of the sea. There it lay under the altar stone for who knows how long, until one day an Arab was taken prisoner for his great sins and confined to a tower of copper. The devil took a liking to the Arab and told him how to obtain the book. The city was burned, and its righteous king, along with his God-fearing army, succeeded to sorcery. The Arab walked out into the tower and to the bottom of the sea, later emerging with the Black Book. The book continued to wander the world until it was encased in the walls of Sukrev Tower. There it rests to this day, and no man has been able to get his hands on it, for it has been bound with a fearsome curse for 10,000 years. That's what Igor wanted to do. He wanted to wish for the book to have never left the tower, and so that all of this had never actually happened.
When the rustle of pages fell silent, and my hand fell exhausted on this very analogion, a prophecy resounded. Whoever looks at this book in heaven, or on earth, or under the earth, and will break its seals, they then will among the flames will receive a worthy reward.
No! No, no! That is not the legend!
Who are you to doubt my words? Shorts heard prophecy and told Khalduns about it. Thousands of years have passed. Do you think they remembered the prophecy accurately? But I am bewildered as well. I've been waiting for a friend and a comrade, another prince in my kingdom of darkness. But now I've found a companion, a witch, with power.
What about Prince C3? What is he then?
And the mortal world. Remember calling the merchants at Mikhail's crossroads. The merchant is here to collect his goods.
I've learned so much in these 40 days. I've become stronger, wiser. I received good lessons from the Black Book, and I want to know more. But I don't think that you are my master. I have not yet reached the limit of my sorcery. I won't give up.
I told you that I liked your spirit, Vasilisa.
Bold words. But are you as strong as you're said to be?
Do I actually have to fight him? Vasilisa, stop!
Let's see how good my new betrothed really is.
Vasilisa! Oh my god. I have to defeat Satan? Ugh, and he's a warlock. He does not receive damage if all the pages in the enemy's Agavar are black. Positive statuses cannot be removed. And goes first if he has less pages in his spellbook than I. He's gonna summon more evil spirits, and he's going to... He's got spikes. Do I have a waist to put on him? I don't have a waist. $43. The vampire is gonna remove my vampirism. Or the demon is gonna remove my vampirism. Rude. Blood clot and stop. $33 damage. Holy crap, he is going to... Oh my gosh, a taste of pain? I don't have a white book. I don't have a white page. Crap. Oh, I wanted him to go first. Oh, I wanted him to go first. I might have to fail this just to redo my book anyway. I wonder if there's an achievement to defeating bosses on the first try. Oh my goodness. 22 times 3 is going to do 2, 4, 66 damage to me. Rawr. What's this one? Immunity to curse. Increase poison, increase curse.
Not bad. Not bad. Your lessons in black magic weren't futile after all.
Good to know. But I don't have a white page in my book. Ah. I have a white page in my book. He has so many buffs and debuffs that it's scrolling. He's gonna do 35 damage to me, and he's gonna remove a positive status. He's gonna shield himself. So let's do this. This. He deals 4 to himself. I don't know if I'm gonna win this. Gonna get a little bit of HP. Yeah. Then I should get a little bit of HP again. Yikes. Yep. Oh, I don't have a white page in my book again. Oh, shoot. It's gonna do 23 times 3. I don't think I'm gonna be able to survive this one. Okay. Let's see. Not having white pages in my book is making this extremely difficult. Rawr. Rawr. Oof. Roar. Stop roaring at me. It's gonna hit me for 75. Yes. And let's put extra. Okay, I need to make sure that I survive. So I need 40, 50, 60. 70, 80. He might go first. $330. Okay. As long as I survive. I should survive. 40. Please survive. Please survive. I'm doing so much damage to him. Did it. Whew. I did it without even doing to rebind my book. I did it on the first try. I'm amazing. That was hard. That was stressful. Oh boy. Vasilisa! I thought she was gonna die into the fire. Is he still... I'm confused. I just defeated him.
Great, Vasilisa. to seal our union.
More walking and on flames. Yes, yes, we are walking in hell. And we're at a crossroads. So you've come at the perfect time. You get to help me choose. Do we put the book on the altar and complete the union and be with my betrothed in hell, it seems, or do I attack the devil again? Do we just succumb to all the sins that we've committed because we're almost at 500 sins? Do we just accept our fate of being, obviously, I mean, she made so many comments here in hell that she actually wanted to be here, and she you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to just put down the book because she's been in hell and been like, "You're doing a great job. That's a really good idea. Good for you." And it's like, what the achievement unlocked. Black Sorcerer. Do I get to keep the book even though I'm putting it on Salter? Is this just a symbol? Did he just eat me? Achievement unlocked. Koldun. My village is burning? Oh, I hope Kara sees that. Look, Kara, I'm burning a whole village. I'm not just, burning other things. I'm burning an entire village. I became one with hell.
So that's the whole story. Whoever saw it, as saying lots of things. They say it was possible to look into hell itself at those crossroads.
Excellent timing.
That is how Vasilisa disappeared. But then, at the old church in Piantek, a certain icon painter started living there. What was his name? Petrovich, was it? It was after the Red Army came. He started working on that icon. Something to do with hell. He's drawing it. And there is Satan's wife, seated beside him. Then they showed the icon in Vilgert. And they recognized her there. The spitting image of Vasilisa, I swear it. And what of our Uyezd? You know yourself, I think. In Vilgert, life was difficult back then. Even now, it isn't an earthly paradise, you know. The Reds destroyed the church. There was this famine. Oh, I hate to remember that. Friends of Vasilisa? I know all about them. Petka began hunting different chorts, and the Kolduns that remained. Started smoking them out.
Oh, poor Petka.
I know about Akulina as well. She wanted to be a witch like Vasilisa, but then there was no time for sorcery. Married Petka. They lived well.
Good job.
Jodr changed his life for the better. Went to Perm and played in the Opera House Orchestra. Had talent, that one. Nikolai lived well with his chort of a wife for a long time.
Good.
Even the Soviets didn't hurt them, as if they had some kind of Zagavor protecting them.
Well,
Karnish started
she did do
living in
that.
the forest. They say he helped out the peasants. There was one story during the war he helped a guy. Ah, well, I'll tell it some other time. Proshka disappeared.
Proshka!
Cats. What can you do?
He went back to being the North
When
Wind.
that nobleman died, his things were auctioned off.
Good.
His mansion remains abandoned to this day.
Good. Alexander was
It
a
is said
dick.
that it is haunted, and that the nobleman returns there from time to time. And Yegor, after the funeral, they say that he returned as an eretnik and haunted the place.
Such a
that
jerk.
was quite a scary business with that old man. They managed to crush his spine after digging up his grave.
Excellent.
And so, that is the whole story. Everyone here remembers it well to this day. Do they believe it? I don't know what to believe myself. Time flies, you know. It's not the same as it used to be in the days of old. I'm glad I told you all this before I forgot it. My, but it is late. It's time to say farewells.
And we finished the Black Book. Finally. I decided to place the book on the altar and accept him as my betrothed. She seemed to enjoy it down there in hell with her 430 some odd sins. She appreciated what the Chorts were doing. She seemed to like it. So it seemed fitting rather than fight him again. I proved myself to him. Yep. Proved myself to him and just took my rightful place. Right? We threw the old man into the flames. We threw the woman with her giant tree of a kid. Burned them all. Yeah, a true love story. She fell in love with Satan, inadvertently. After her father betrayed her, or her adoptive grandfather betrayed her. My. It's just quite the game. It's much longer than I anticipated. I thought I just needed to undo the seals, and we'd be good to go. Thank you for joining me. The old man with the jacket? No, it was a long time ago. It was like the first bout of sins that I got, and like the first time I played. Like the first one. There was a changeling, a woman. Someone had stolen her baby and changed it with a demon, so she was trying to keep it alive by feeding it to villagers. And it was growing bigger and bigger. And I defeated it. And I had a choice to either kill just it or throw in the mad woman who was feeding it villagers as well. And I got told to burn them all. So I burned them all, got my first batch of sins, and I think that's where everything went downhill. I just started embracing the darkness. See? One small choice. You just embrace the darkness. And I'm done so early today? Maybe I'll actually have time to... I know, I burned one witch and... You just burn them all. I threw some dude car, I don't know if you saw, but I threw Alexander out the window when I was invisible. After he imprisoned me, I got out and I was invisible in his house. And he couldn't see me, and I opened the window. And I could either attack him, but I didn't think I could win, or I could push him out the window. And I ended up pushing him out the window and onto his spiked fence and killed him. Yeah. Did you see me with Death? The first time I said, yeah, right, the Lannisters send their regards. When I was talking with Death and she was like weighing my soul, I had done like 2 really good deeds, but all the other deeds were bad. And one of them was that. So she immediately killed me. So I had to fight her. That's what you get for throwing a dude out the window, I guess. Like I said, you kill one witch, you just start killing them all. I knew people voiced multiple things. I knew it. Aw, the mermaid was only 2 people. Murder is addictive. Life lessons right here. Yes, they get so offended if you burn one. God, you burn one. Yeah. Everyone all gets up in a huffle. And these are all the names that were in the graveyards. That was pretty cool that they included all of the people who worked on the game in the graveyards. So if you could wander around, you could find everyone. That was cool. They did some cute things. Some of those challenges were especially tough as well. I just couldn't figure out the puzzle fight. I think I skipped 3 of them in total. One of them just kept having 3 life at the end. I just couldn't do it. Couldn't figure it out. There's a guy on this game that's called Sir Flips-a-Lot. Alright. I have a friend whose name is Sir Grabs-a-Lot. Ooh, look, there's so many backers. That's cute. That's a lot of backers. So many people gave these people money to make the game. And it's still going. We're just on the bees. Now we're on the C's. Holy. Yeah, no kidding. Not like some of these other games that you help with the Kickstarter and then they get delayed for 3 or 4 years and then never get made. So many scams. And some of them I don't even think that they're intentionally trying to be a scam. I think they intend on doing it, but have no idea the scope of the work and the effort and the time involved, that it just goes and they just, you know, kind of slowly back away and hope that no one gets too upset. We're on the G's. We're on the H's. I. There we go. I. J. We're halfway through now. Whew. It's a lot of Igors. But yeah, backing games, helping Kickstarter games, very, very, very risky. Have you ever done it? Given a game some money in hopes that it'll be made? So whenever, if I ever give money to something and then they credit me, I'll be at the very bottom as Willow Rainey. We're on to M. Mr. Nowhere. Mrs. Golden Neckbeard. Multiple Nerdgasm. Yep. Oh, and MP. Should be done soon. There can't be too many SQs and Ys. Rabbit 221. Lots of Rachels. Racist Pumpkin. Yep. Someone named themselves Rule of 3. Play it again for a different ending? I don't think so. It was very long. It was so long. Pre-ordered games and done early access, yeah. That's a little bit, I mean, that's safer, right? Pre-ordering, at least you know that the game's going to come out. I pre-ordered Alien. They ended up making it free and then gave us a whole bunch of stuff as a thank you for pre-ordering. But that was really annoying that they ended up giving it away for free. If it wasn't such a hassle, then I wouldn't have, then I would have asked for my money back, but I just figured I'd take all the free stuff because it was a game that I wanted to play anyway. Early access, of course. Early access is fun, right? Early access is fun to play early access and then waiting a while and coming back to the game and seeing how they've changed everything and fixed it and taken your yeah. Some early access is do bomb, true. Like Crowfall. Garbage. Absolute garbage. And that was it. All the credits. Easy. Yeah. Yeah. Some of the free stuff was nice. But it, not worth it. Not worth it. I don't care about free stuff. I don't care about extra things and whatnot. If a game's going to be free, then I'll happily play a game for free. And if I enjoy it, then I'll happily purchase something in-game as my, like, for my appreciation of enjoying the free game. But don't make me buy it, make it free, and then give me free stuff in return. Okay. But yeah, so I guess that was a very, very short stream today. Yeah, I feel cheated as well. Me too. Thanks for the... I've never played Overwatch. Never played Overwatch. Yeah. So that was a short Black Book stream today. I'll be back in a couple hours to play more Bear and Breakfast. I might even start early, depending on... Because I'm finished so early. Normally when I finish, it's like 7:30, and then I make dinner, and then come back and play Bear and Breakfast by like 9 o'clock. But today I'm done at 5. Well, it's fun once in a blue moon, yeah. I've heard they've added a lot of stuff to Overwatch as well, too. To make it a lot more interesting and have the content, like refresh. They've added dungeons and instances. They've added something like guilds or something. I can't quite remember. I had someone that I know used to play Overwatch like a lot, and he really enjoyed the changes. But yeah, it's early, so I'm gonna make dinner and I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning and stuff. I might be back early, I might not, but I will definitely be playing Bear and Breakfast by 9 p.m. So I will see you guys there. Kara, don't forget to eat and do your schoolwork and do your homework and do your work and eat something, even if it's an apple or a piece of bread with some butter on it. I will see you guys in a bit.